The earth cracks open, a fissure spreads across the planet, a wound that will not heal. From its depths rise the fractal titans. Their limbs stretch across continents, their fingers like broken rainbows, their nails scraping against the sky. Within their skin, many worlds rotate, swirls of green and blue and white. Cities float along their fractal limbs, rivers spiral. They're made of glass and they stretch towards the heavens. Mountains bend towards the titans, their peaks disappearing into the clouds. And the clouds themselves twist into screaming faces, distorted reflections of our own fears. Our hero climbs a floating shard of city. Below him, the titans move, their shadows twisting reality itself into impossible geometric shapes. He feels a presence behind him, a cold spot in the air, and when he turns to look, he sees nothing. But then he hears a voice. It's the sound of grinding gears, and it seems to be coming from everywhere and nowhere at once. The architects of your reality have arrived. When the titans fight, their eyes glow with infinite stars. Their gaze folds time and space across the horizon. Rivers reverse, oceans rise, and forests orbit around their limbs like miniature planets. But the most terrifying thing about the titans is not their colossal forms or their godlike powers. It's the way they move. One titan crushes a city between its fingers. It explodes into glowing particles that form philosophical symbols in the sky. Another titan reaches out across the horizon, its hand closing like a fist around a screaming sun. As the titans clash, the particles from the destroyed city swirl around them, forming new constellations, new stories in the dust. And then, just as suddenly as it began, it's over. The forest falls silent. The particles drift away, leaving behind only a single haunting question. Where are the titans now? Here's your final shot. Titans, they're dissolving into fractal dust. And from the dust, these words appear in the sky. Subscribe before the fractal dawn rises again. What does it mean? I don't know. I just woke up from a dream. A dream that I was being chased through the woods by a creature, a humanoid creature with no face. And I could hear its footsteps behind me getting closer and closer as I ran. And then I turned around and it was right behind me. And it reached out a hand to grab me and I woke up. And then I started thinking about the Titan's curse and how it's supposed to bring about the end of days. And I remembered this line from the poem. It says, "Beware the light of the fractal dawn, for it shall bring forth the end of days." So what does that mean? Does it mean that the Titans are coming back? Are we doomed to repeat the cycle of violence and destruction? Or is there still hope for humanity?